Hello everyone. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about some examples of SQL queries using DML commands. First, let us see about select distinct statement. The select distinct statement is used to return only distinct or different values for the mentioned columns. The syntax is select distinct, followed by it we have to mention the column names which we are going to consider from the table name which is containing these columns. Let us see the example for this select distinct statement. Suppose that we are having employee table. If we give the query as select star from employee, it displays all the rows from the employee table as mentioned here. We have 3 rows and the column names are employee ID, employee name, employee phone number and employee address. Suppose we want to display only the distinct employee address from this employee table. We can write the query like this. Select distinct, the column name we are considering is e-address, from the table name is employee. So if we execute this query, it displays Vellore and Chennai. Although Chennai is displayed 2 times here, it will consider only once because it takes only distinct values. Next we have order by class. The order by keyword is used to sort the result set in either ascending order or descending order. The syntax is select column names from the table name. The keyword we have to use is order by. Followed that we have to mention the columns based on which we are sorting. After this we have to use the keyword ASC or DESC. ASC is to sort the values in ascending order. DESC is to sort the values in descending order. By default, whenever order by class is used, it is automatically sorted in ascending order. So there is no need to explicitly use the ASC keyword, but DESC keyword is mandatory to be used to sort the values in descending order. So let us see the example for both ascending and descending order. So we have persons table here. If we give select star from persons, it displays all the rows from the persons table. Here we have 3 rows. Suppose we want to arrange all the rows according to the age in ascending order, then we can write the query like this. So select star from persons, order by age. So by default, whenever order by is used on a column, it will sort in ascending order. So we can see that the age is sorted in ascending order and the remaining values are aligned according to this values in age. So we have 20, 25 and 40. Next, we'll order the values in descending order. So for that we can give the query like this. Select star from persons, order by age. For descending order we have to mention the keyword explicitly, that is DESC. So after this we can see that the entire values are aligned according to the age in descending order. So we can see that the age is displayed as 40, 25 and 20. So this example is considering the keyword ASC to display the values in ascending order. We can see that both without keyword and with keyword the answer is same. So there is no need to particularly use ASC keyword. Next we have SQL AND operator. The AND operator is used to filter the records based on more than one condition. It is used in where class. The syntax is select column names from the table name where multiple conditions can be combined using AND operator. So let us see the example for this. We have the customer table here. If we select all the values from the customers, we have here 5 rows. So column names are cust ID, first name, last name, age and country. Now let us consider this example. We have to display the customer details whose country is USA and first name starts with K. So for that we can write the query like this. So select star from customer table. Table name is customer, where the conditions are 2 conditions we have. One is country is USA. So where country equal to USA and first name starts with K. So we can use F name like K percentage. So this like operator is having the capability to display the values which starts with some letter. So here we are giving like within quotes K percentage, means it displays all the first names which starts with K. So the result is we are having only Kavipriya, that is customer ID 1. So but for K we have two values, but here for Kavipriya she is living in USA but Kirtana lives in India. So for AND operator both the conditions has to be satisfied. Country should be USA and name should start with K. So both conditions are satisfied only by Kavipriya, so that detail is displayed here. Next we have SQL OR operator. The OR operator is used to filter the records based on more than one condition. It is similar to AND, but here if any one condition is satisfied, it will display the result. The syntax is select column names from the table name where multiple conditions are combined using OR operator. So here we are considering the customer table. So customer table is having 5 rows here, and if we consider this example, display the customer details whose country is USA or India. So we have to display the details of customer who lives in USA or India. So we write the query like this. So select star from the table name we are considering is customer, where the conditions is country is equal to USA or country is equal to India. So it will display the customers who live in either USA or India. In India we have two members, that is customer ID 2 and 3, and in USA we have customer ID 1 and 5. So 1, 2, 3, 5 all the customer IDs are displayed here. Next, SQL NOT operator. The NOT operator is used in combination with other operators to give the opposite result, also called as negative result. The syntax is select column names from table name where not condition. So here we are considering the customer table. Suppose we want to display the customer details whose country is not USA. Then we can write the query like this. So select star from customer where not country is equal to USA. So in USA customer ID 1 and 5 are residing. So except them the other values are displayed. That is the details of customer ID 2, 3 and 4 is displayed here. So we are omitting USA here by using the NOT operator. Next we have aggregate functions. So we have min-max functions as aggregate functions. The min of function returns the smallest value of the selected column, and max of function returns the largest value of the selected column. The syntax is select min or max, within brackets we have to mention the column name from the table name, and then where clause, followed by that we have to mention the condition. So let us see the example for this min and max functions. We have customer table here. So if we give select star from customer, it displays all the rows of the customer, and here the example is display the minimum and maximum age of the customer. So to display the minimum age of the customer, we can write the query like this: select min of age from customer. So the column we are considering is age and the table is customer. So here if we see the age column, the minimum value is 20. So that will be displayed as the answer. Next, for displaying the maximum age, we can write the query like this: select max of age from customer. So maximum age is 45 here. So that is displayed as the result. Next we have count function. This is also one of the aggregate functions. So count of function returns the number of rows that matches the specified condition. Syntax is select count of the column name which we are considering from table name where the condition has to be mentioned here. Again we are considering the customer table. To display the number of customers who live in India, we can write the query like this. So select count of cust ID. So if we choose the count of this cust ID, we can find how many customers are residing. So the condition is who live in India. So we have to mention it in where condition. So select count of cust ID from the table is customer where country is equal to India. So this is the condition. So in India, how many are there? Only 2 members are there. So that is customer ID 2 and 3. So that count is total 2. So that is displayed as the answer here. Next we have sum and average functions. This is also the aggregate functions. Sum of function returns the total sum of a numeric column. Average of function returns the average value of a numeric column. So syntax is select sum or average within brackets. The column name has to be mentioned from the table name where condition. So let us consider the student table. So if we give select star from student, it displays all the rows of the student table. So we have 1000 to 1005, and if you want to find the average of marks whose section is A, so we can write the query like this. So select average of the marks column has to be considered from the table name is student, where the condition is section should be A. So where section is equal to A. So in section A, 3 members are studying, that is register number 1000, 1001 and 1002. And if we find the average of these 3 marks, we will be having the average as 82. Next, to find the sum of marks whose section is B, we can write the query like this. Select sum of the column is considered is marks from the table name is student, where the condition is section should be B. So 2 students are studying in section B and their marks are 65 and 78. So we will add these 2 marks and the sum is 143. So this is the purpose of sum and average functions. Next we have in and between function. The in operator is the shorthand for multiple OR conditions. The between operator selects the values within a particular given range. Syntax is, for in operator, select column names from table name, where column name in within brackets we have to mention the values which we were considering for this particular column name. Between operator syntax is, select column names from table name, where column name lies between 2 values, that is value 1 and value 2. So this value 1 and value 2 are inclusive in the range. Now let us consider the customer table here. So totally we have 5 rows in the customer table. Suppose we want to display the customer table who lives in USA or Australia. Instead of and, we have to use or here. So who lives in USA or Australia, then we can write the query like this. So select star from the table name is customer, where condition country in USA or Australia. So country followed by in keyword, within parenthesis we have to mention the values to be considered. So they can live either in USA or Australia. So we are considering USA, Australia. So if we give the if we execute this query, the result will be containing only the values whose country is USA and Australia. So in USA 2 members are residing and in Australia only 1 member. So totally 3 rows are displayed. And next query is display the customer details whose age is between 35 and 45. So 35 and 45 is inclusive here. So we can write the query like this. So select star from the table name is customer, where age lies between 35 and 45. So it displays the values whose age is between that is greater than or equal to 35 and less than or equal to 45. So we can see that we have age is 45, 35 and 40. So remaining is removed, that is age 20 is removed and age 31 is removed. So this is the purpose of between function. Next we have SQL joins. We have 4 types of joins. First one is inner join. It returns records that have matching values in both the tables. So here we have table 1 and table 2. It returns only the common values that lies between the 2 tables. Next, left outer join. It returns all the records from the left table and the matched records from the right table. For the missing values in the right table, it will insert null values. So this is the example for illustration for left outer join. So it takes all the values from the left table and matching values from the right table. For unmatched rows, it will insert null values. Next, right outer join. It is the reverse of left outer join. So it returns all the records from the right table and the matched records from the left table. For unmatching values, it will insert null values. So this figure illustrates right outer join. So takes all values from the right table and matching values from the left table. For missing values, it will enter null. Next, full outer join. It returns all records when there is a match in either left or right table. So it is the union of left outer join and right outer join. Now we will see all the joins one by one. First, SQL inner join. So it returns records that have matching values in both tables. So let us consider the two tables, student and student course. So in student we have 6 rows and in student course we have 4 rows. So suppose we are writing the query like this using inner join. Select studcourse.course ID. Since there are two tables, to mention the ownership of the particular column, we have to mention the table name. So this course ID belongs to studcourse, so that's what it is mentioned as studcourse.course ID. So studcourse.course ID means we are taking course ID from the student course table, and then in student table we are considering name and section. So that is what we are attaching student.name and student.section. From between the keyword inner join, we have to mention the left table and right table. So left table here we are considering a student and the right table we are considering a student course. And whenever we are performing the join operation, we have to equate the common columns in the where condition. So where the condition is student, the common column is register number between these two tables. So we are giving where student dot register number, that is this student dot register number, is equal to student course dot register number. So this student course dot register number. So if we execute this query, it will return only the common columns that is lying between these two tables. So we can see that course ID we have 1231. That means this register number 1000 is lying in both tables and 1001 is also there in both tables. 1003 is also there in both tables and 1004 is also available. So since all these four register numbers are available, it is displayed for course ID. All the course IDs are displayed and the relevant names and sections are displayed. So this is the concept of inner join. Next we have left outer join. It returns all the records from the left table and the matched records from the right table. For missing values in the right table, it will return null values. So let us see the example. Again we are considering the student table and student course table. So here we have 6 rows and here we have 4 rows. Suppose we are writing the query as select studcourse.course ID. In this table we are considering course ID to be displayed and in student table we are considering name and section. So here between the keyword left join we are using the table names. Left table is student and right table is student course. On instead of where class we are using on here. On we have to equate the common columns. So student dot register number is equal to stud course dot register number. So after the execution of this query we can see the result here. So it takes all the records from the left table. So in left table we are considering only name and section. So we can see that all 6 names and sections are displayed. So Anita, Ramesh, Tanuj, Kirtana, Albert and Joe, everything is displayed along with its section. But for all the 6 rows the register numbers are not matching here. So if we see Anita, the register number is 1000, so its course ID is displayed, and for Ramesh it is 1001, its course ID is displayed, and for Tanuj it is 1002. 1002 is not available in the right table, so it is displaying null value. And for Kirtana and Albert it is available, and for Joe it is 1005. 1005 is also not available in the right table, so it is displaying null for the missing values. So this is the concept of left outer join. Next, right outer join. This is the opposite of left outer join. So it returns all the records from the right table and the matched records from the left table. For the missing values in the left table, it will return null values. So we consider the student table and student course table here. Here in student table we have 5 rows and in student course also we have 5 rows. And if we write the query like this, select student course id. So here we are selecting course id, and in student table we are selecting name and age. So we are using the keyword right join between these, that is before and after. We are using the left table is student and right table is student course, and we have to equate the common column. So use the keyword on student dot register number is equal to stu course dot register number. So if you use this, it takes all the records from the right table. So our right table is student course. So we will display only the course ID from the right table. So it is displaying all the course IDs 1, 1, 2, 3, 3. So we can see that we have 1, 1, 2, 3, 3. But we have to check whether for all the course IDs whether the register number is matching. So if we see 100, 100 is Anita. So Anita's and its age is displayed. And for 102 it is Kirtana and age is displayed. And for 103 it is Joe. So Joe value is displayed, and for 104 it is Albert. So Albert is displayed, and for 105 register number is not available in the left table. So it is displaying null for name and age. So missing values in the left table is compensated with the null values. So this is right outer join. Next, full outer join. So it returns all the records when there is a match in the left table or right table records. So it is nothing but the union of the left outer join and right outer join. So here we have the customer table and orders table. In customer table we have 5 rows, and in orders table we have 3 rows. If we perform the union of left join and right join, we can see the result of full join. So here in the query we can see that select customer dot fname. In customer table we are selecting the first name, and in the orders table we are selecting the order ID. From left join we are using. So customer is the left table and orders is the right table. On we have to use equate the common columns. Common column is cust id here. So equate these columns. Customer dot cust id is equal to orders dot cust id and union. So we are performing the same query using the right join. So if you see the result, we can see that it is displaying the first name and order ID. So first name is we can see that in customer table we have 5 rows. That is Kavi Priya, Anita, Kirtana, Shankari and Harry. So all the information is displayed here. And in order ID we have only 3 rows. That is 100, 101 and 102. So it is displaying only 100, 101 and 102. So 100 belongs to customer ID 2, that is Anita. So it is displayed here Anita, and 101 display is belonging to Kirtana. So 101 is displayed next to Kirtana, and 102 is customer 6. So customer 6 is not available here. So customer 6 is, since customer 6 is not available here, so it is displaying null for some values. That is for order ID 102 it is null in fname, and for Shankari and Harry it is displaying null here because Shankari's customer ID is 4 and Harry's customer ID is 5. So 4 and 5 customer ID is not available here. We have only 236. For 236 the matching values will be displayed. For the remaining it will be displaying the null values. So thus full outer join is the combination of that is union of left outer join and right outer join. So thus we have seen about some examples of SQL queries in this lecture. Thank you.